You're listening to The Monetized Mom, the podcast that teaches moms of faith how to monetize their expertise online to create influence, impact, income, and more importantly, financial independence. I'm your host, Flo Alexander. Let's chat. Hey mama, if you're listening to this, I know one thing about you. You want to be able to exit your corporate career so that you can spend more time with your spouse and kids, have the freedom to travel and live life on your own terms, all while creating real transformation and impact in the lives of others with your expertise. Well, you're in luck. I just released a new case study on the method moms are using to build a profitable online business, make a full-time income from home, and quit their 9-to-5. You can access it now at themonetizedmom.com/study. That's themonetizedmom.com/study. Again, themonetizedmom.com/study. Let's get on with the show. Hey, Money Mamas. So in this episode, you're going to be listening to a live stream that I did not too long ago where I was talking about how to get paid for your expertise online. So if you want to be able to hear these live and be a part of the live conversation and trainings that I'm having, make sure you are following me on Instagram at The Monetized Mom, and also on Facebook. And you can also subscribe to the YouTube channel. Simply type in The Monetized Mom in YouTube. And I'll also leave a link in the show notes so that you can go ahead and subscribe so that you get the notifications when I actually go live so you can ask your questions in real time. So again, you're going to be tuning in to a live stream that I did not too long ago talking about how to get paid for your expertise online. Tune in. I'm going to jump in and start by saying, let's be real. There are tons of ways that you can make money online. I have literally tried them all. In fact, I was talking to one of my business friends, also one of my service providers, my esthetician, and we often talk about business when I have my appointments. And I was telling her, I was like, I have literally done everything under the sun when it comes to making money online. I have provided tech VA services. I have sold and still sell digital products. I have done literally anything that you can probably think of ways to make money online. I have done something, or at least done something close to it. So there is a plethora of ways that you can make money online. But if you want to build a business online, that's a different story. And that's where we want to tap into our expertise and leverage that to be able to get paid online. So before I jump into the 4 things that I'm going to share with you today, the first thing that you need to know is you have to identify what your expertise is to begin with. What are you good at? What are you a specialist at? What have you spent your 10,000 hours doing? If you guys have read the book, The Outlier, and I actually have it right here on my bookshelf, but The Outliers, if you've ever read this book, then you know that he talks about to become an expert at something, you have to spend 10,000 hours doing it. What are the 10,000 hours that you've spent? What have you spent 10,000 hours doing? What is your expertise? What are you good at? What have you gotten yourself results in? And what have you gotten others results in? So that is the one thing that first and foremost, you need to identify. What am I an expert in? And I talked about this on my last training live stream that I did. A lot of us overlook our expertise because it's something that comes natural to us. And because it comes natural to us, we don't think of it as something special or that's something that people will value in the marketplace. And if you have that thought, like, man, I'm not an expert at anything, you probably are, and you're overlooking it because it becomes so natural. It's your zone of genius. It's something that you operate so well in that you don't think is something unique or significant. And that's your expertise. So you need to tap into that and figure out what that is first and foremost before you can apply anything else that I'm going to talk about in this live stream. Okay. So once you are very clear on your expertise, this is how you're going to start getting paid for it online. So the first thing that you want to write down, you have to find people with a problem. People with a problem. Who are the people that your expertise is going to benefit from? Who are the people who are going to get a benefit from your expertise? Meaning, who are the people who have a problem that you are uniquely capable and skilled to solve? Who are those people? You need to identify who those people are, and not just identify who they are in the sense of knowing their demographics. So not just knowing, hey, they are women, not just knowing they're mothers, or they may be of a specific ethnicity or a specific age, not just the demographics. You need to be able to identify their psychographics. You need to be able to understand how they think, what their beliefs are, what causes them to take action, what moves them. You need to know so much about that person and the problem that they're having so that you are able to speak to them and then be able to easily provide an answer to their problem. So the first thing that you need to do outside of identifying your expertise is you need to identify the people who have a problem that you are uniquely equipped to solve. Who are your people with a problem? So that's number one. Again, we're not just focusing on the demographics. That's surface level. That's very general and very broad. You need to focus on the psychographics. Go levels deeper and figure out what about them. What is it that in their mindset, how they think, what is that person thinking? What is that avatar that you need to create or find that's going to be your ideal audience, the people that you're called to help? So that's the first thing that you need to do. You need to figure out who are the people that have a problem that I'm uniquely equipped to help solve. The second thing that you need to do if you want to get paid for your expertise online is you need to develop an answer to their problem. So if you are taking notes, the first one is P, people with a problem. The second one is A, develop an answer to their problem. So once you know the people that you're serving and you know the problem that they have, it's your duty to then develop an answer that can solve their problem or problems that they may be having. So you need to develop an answer to their problem. What you need to develop, the answer that you're developing is in the form of a framework. So I teach moms how to build online programs, so coaching programs. And in order to be able to package that and to give people the answer or solution that they need, you need to have a framework that's going to take them from where they currently are with their problems to where they want to be, their desired state. And the way that you do that is via a framework. So the answer that you are developing is a framework that's going to walk them from where they are to where they want to be, from point A to point B. So think about it. If you are a fitness trainer, for example, people come to fitness trainers because they want to get healthy. More specifically, they may want to lose weight, right? They may want to lose a specific amount of weight. So what that trainer is going to do is say, hey, I want you to take, we're going to do an assessment. That's your point A. Where are you now? What are the issues that you're having? What is your current weight? That is your point A. And they're going to ask you, where do you want to be? What is your desired end goal? How much weight do you want to lose? How do you want to feel? That's your point B. That trainer is going to come up with a plan for you to get from point A to point B. As an expert providing a service to people with a problem, you have to be able to say, okay, where are my ideal clients at? Where are my people at? What is their point A? And then what is their point B? And what can I prescribe to them that's going to get them from that current state to that desired state in a repeatable manner? So what is a framework that anyone who is starting at point A and wants to get to point B, if anyone comes in and they want to work with me, what is a repeatable method that I can walk them through that everybody is going to get those results? Everybody is going to get to that end desired state. That's what you need to figure out. That's what your answer needs to be. Your answer needs to be in the form of a framework. Now, that framework, again, can be presented and packaged into a group coaching program, which is what I recommend for more than one reason, or it can be packaged into a course. That framework can turn itself into a book. It can take many forms, but once you have the intellectual property of a framework, you can leverage that to provide an answer to the problem that the people in your audience are having. So again, the second thing that you want to have is you want to develop an answer to the problem that the people in your audience are having. Okay. All right. So the third thing that you need to do is you need to implement a sales funnel. So first is P, people with a problem. Two is the second one is A, develop an answer. And the third thing that you need to do if you want to get paid for your expertise online is you need to implement a sales funnel. Here's the thing that really kind of frustrates me in the online space, the digital marketing space, online marketing, whatever you want to call it, coaching. Here's what frustrates me about it. A lot of people will advise you to go write an ebook or create a course, but then they don't tell you how to actually sell it, right? They may tell you need to do it, and they may even tell you how to do it, right? But they won't tell you how to sell it. And what I mean by that is, in the online space is no longer if you build it, they will come. Maybe that was true years ago, but that's not the case. If you build it, you need to also build a funnel and a system to get them to the thing that you're selling so that they can purchase it. So you have to implement a sales funnel. It's not just about creating the solution. The solution means nothing if no one is investing in it and therefore benefiting from it and actually getting results from it. So you need to implement a sales funnel. And again, having a solution to people's problems mean nothing if they can't get it. So you need to have a sales funnel, which is essentially a system to get people from just simply being onlookers or consumers of your content to being customers, and also people who benefit from the answer that you're able to provide for their problem. So that means you have to have a system to get people from whatever platform you're using to engage with your audience. You need to have a system that's going to take them from there to being someone, in the case of the moms that I serve, of someone being enrolled in your group coaching program. Okay. So I obviously have my own signature system, but the method that I teach will essentially take whatever long form content that you're generating is going to position you as an expert so that you are attracting the right people to your platform. And then you're going to leverage a lead magnet or something that's going to provide a solution again for them to get them on your email list so that you can continue developing a relationship with them, continue providing value to them so that they can build that trust necessary for them to take the next step, which is investing in the solution that you offer. So you have to have some kind of system or sales funnel that's going to take them from being an onlooker, someone who's consuming your content, still getting value out of it, maybe even getting some results out of your free content, to someone who's then investing in more accountability and more one-on-one support, or even support in a group setting, which is what I would recommend. So there has to be a system in place for that. Again, is you can go create a course, but you also got to have a plan for how you're going to get people to actually buy it. You can write an ebook, but you got to have a plan for how you're actually going to get people to buy it. And not just one person, but how are you going to continuously have a system that's going to continue to bring in leads or bring in people who need the solution that you're offering. So again, the third thing that you have to have, or you need to do, is you have to implement a sales funnel in order to get people to actually purchase the answer that you have developed for them for their problem. All right. So the fourth thing that you need to do is actually deliver. So I've given you P.A.I.D in the P.A.I.D acronym, right? So people with a problem, A is an answer, I is implement a sales funnel. And number 4, the fourth one is D, you need to deliver. That should go without saying, but I'm just going to say it anyway. You actually have to help the people get the results that they've come to you for. So you need to help get them to that point B. And once you're able to do that, you can then have the social proof that you need to market your solution to more people and therefore get more people more results. But you have to have a system, again, to deliver consistent results. That's why I talked about having a framework that's going to get you, allow multiple people to get the same results. If they're coming in at the same point A, they should be able to follow your framework to get to that end point B that they want to get to. But you also have to have a system to provide consistent, to allow you to deliver results consistently. Let me say that again. You're also going to have a system to deliver consistent results and also service. So when you're talking about serving people online, you need to be consistent in your serving and how you show up and how you service those people who are investing in what you're able to provide for them. All that needs to be a system. All that needs to be a standard process. And I feel like I preach this every time I get on live or every time I do some kind of short form content. I'm preaching the need for systems so that you can have consistency in the way that you deliver your results, the way that you deliver service, and the way that you show up. So you have to have a system and progress in a process in place in order to be able to deliver with excellence. Okay. So if you want to get paid for your expertise online, you got to first, one, before all of this, identify what your expertise is. What is that unique thing that you have, that unique gift that you have, that skill, that expertise that you have that can serve other people? The second thing is you have to identify people with a problem. Businesses exist to solve problems. Businesses are made for people. People invest in businesses. So who are the people who have a problem that you can uniquely serve and help them solve? The third thing that you need to do is develop an answer via a framework and then package that into a group coaching program, or you can do a course, but I would definitely recommend a group coaching program, a hybrid approach. So develop an answer via a framework and package that into an offer that they can actually invest in. And then the fourth thing that you need to do, or I'm sorry, the third thing that you need to do is you need to implement a sales funnel. So you have to have a way of getting people from just being onlookers and consumers of your valuable content, so your expert-based content that you're producing, and you need to have a system that's going to take them from that point to actually being investors in the solution that you have. And when I say investors in the solution, meaning not only are they making a monetary investment, but they are also making a time investment. They're making a commitment to themselves so that they can get the transformation that they actually want to have. And then the last thing that you need to do is actually deliver the results. If you have a solid framework, if you have a solid system, that should be simple. So you deliver those results. In fact, I want you to over deliver. I want you to over serve and give them beyond the value, give them more than what they invested in. Like whatever it is, the investment that they've paid to work with you, I want you to deliver beyond what that is even worth. So over deliver, get the social proof that you need to market to more people and repeat the cycle again. So that literally, guys, is the simple formula for how you can get paid for your expertise online. Now, of course, obviously, you got to do stuff like the actual practical application of creating content and building out a program and marketing and knowing who that audience is and understanding how to create an avatar and understanding what psychographics you need to be aware of and messaging. Those are all the small things that you need to do. But overall, this is the simple formula. So basically, I've just given you the roadmap to taking what you know, maybe what you've learned in your career or otherwise, packaging that into a profitable online business that will allow you to make a full-time income from home and ultimately reach your goal, which is exiting your 9-to-5 career. So whether you are the misplaced mompreneur who's like, I'm over corporate, I want to be able to spend more time with my kids, I want to be able to spend more time with my spouse, I want to have more time for self-care, I want to travel, it's for you. Or you may be the corporate climber mom who's like, I never, ever in my life imagined leaving my career. I was going to go to the C-suite. I may be at the C-suite, but I'm in the point in my career where I have to be flexible. I'm supporting a spouse's career, or I'm supporting my child, and they may be the next LeBron James. They may be the next Beyonce or Kamala Harris. They may be the next big child star, and I need to be able to have a flexible schedule that's going to support them, and my career doesn't allow it. This is for you as well. Okay. So hopefully you took notes and you are ready to apply that. If you went through, listen to this live stream, if you listen to this training, you're like, okay, I hear what you're saying, but I still need help. I need help with what you're talking about, creating the avatar. I need help with what you're talking about, making a framework or coming up with a framework. I need help when it comes to creating content. I need help when it comes to systems and all that, right? If that is you and you're like, I need support with that, I am going to offer an opportunity for you to hop on a complimentary strategy call with me where we can literally map out how do you actually implement this for you and for your expertise and for the people that you serve. It's completely 100% free. And all you have to do is apply, right? So that I can make sure I can actually serve you. And the way that you do that is by going to themonetizedmom.com/apply. That's themonetizedmom.com/apply. Again, it's themonetizedmom.com/apply. Now, on this call, what we'll do is I'll go over your goals. I'll figure out where you're currently at, where you want to be ultimately, like when you want to exit your 9-to-5 job, what is your expertise in, who do you serve, how do you serve them, all that stuff. We'll go over that, and then we'll lay out a specific plan to help you launch your business, and I'll share exactly what you need to do. And I do not hold back in these strategy calls. So it's not like you're going to get on there and I'm just going to give you general information. No, we're actually going to go through what it is you want to go through and what you want to accomplish. Now, at the end of the call, you might say, great, thank you so much. I'm going to go take this and I'm going to DIY it and I'm going to build my business. You will have the tools necessary to be able to do that. But some people may say, okay, I still need help and I want you to support me in my journey of building my business. And if that's the case, we can talk about it. We can decide if we're a fit, and I'll tell you how we can work together. But the first step is for you to say, hey, let me just hop on this call. Let me figure this thing out and see what I need to do and see what the plan is. And then we can decide from there. So the way that you do that, again, is to jump on a free complimentary strategy call. That's themonetizedmom.com/apply. Themonetizedmom.com/apply. Again, themonetizedmom.com/apply. As always, if you found this episode helpful, don't forget to subscribe, share, and leave a 5-star review. I'll talk to you in the next episode.